Yeah, hello everybody. No, it's been a little bit since I've done a video, but been working, doing my thing. So let's roll the intro and we'll get into it. Well, hello boys and girls. How have y'all been? Adam here. It's been a busy couple of months. Just doing my thing, keeping busy. Tyson's going good. Not really too much to report besides I'm coming up on my 1 year. So June 5th will be my 1 year. Next month will be 3 years in the trucking business now. Can't believe it's been that long. But yeah, I mean, all is good besides, I need to get home and get a haircut. This stuff is getting nasty. But yeah, I mean, currently on a 34-hour reset here in Rochelle, Illinois. I got a load picking up tonight, heading back to Fort Worth, so that's a good 1,000-mile trip, which is basically where I came from to bring this load up here to Rochelle. Just sitting here at the Loves now. Just had some lunch. Here at the Hardee's at the Loves. I thought I would do a video for two reasons. I haven't done one in a while, and I did some footage at a place I stayed the other day for trucking club, truckparkingclub.com, and need to do a video for them, so it's an extra video. So I'll be putting some footage in here when I'm talking about that, of where it is, what it has, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm coming up on my 1 year, so that's good. Had a couple companies contact me in the last couple months, asking if I was interested in coming work in oil field, which I've thought about for a minute, and that was about all it took for me to think about. Making great money, but 1099, no insurance. Home time probably would be better, but after being a lease driver and doing the 1099 thing, and it's still kind of uncertain what the market's going to do right now. I was like, yeah, not at this time. And he said, all right, well, maybe, call us back if you're interested later. I'm really comfortable where I'm at. It's not a place that you got to worry about making money at. Because, you know, Tyson loads are not going to stop. People got to eat, you know. I know the oil field thing is picking up because of the new administration and everything, and that's great. But then again, you know, if I go 1099, I lose all my insurance, and my insurance is really good. And I still have, you know, a family to think about. I mean, my wife has a job. She can get insurance, but hers is a lot more expensive than mine, and so far we haven't seen any benefits of switching. But yeah, so staying at Tyson for the foreseeable future, and probably longer. I don't see me moving on, because I enjoy it here. I run my loads, I stay safe, and that's all I can do. Yeah, I make good money. I do get my home time. Be going home next week. You know, 3-4 days while my wife is off, because she works 7 on, 7 off. But it's also her weekend to be on call that weekend, so we'll see how long I get to stay home. But yeah, it's been good. You know, there's nothing really to complain about. I've asked for a new seat for the truck just because it's, you know, after about 25 days I start getting a little back pain. I don't think so much it's because the seat's bad. I think it's just because the seat is a standard seat in a Freightliner, and they're not very good seats. But besides that, nothing else is really going on, except for the fact that I pretty much live stream every time I drive now. So pretty much my entire trip, you know, from the start to the finish. Sometimes it's a short day, sometimes it's a full 12-hour day. There are certain circumstances where I cannot film, and that's in some of our processing plants, and I block those out. I'm still alive, but there's just no video coming from any of the cameras. I kind of have a unique situation, because if you've ever run across any of the guys that do live streaming from their trucks, which there's a couple that I've run across here in the States. There's a couple more. Well, I haven't found any live ones that are in Europe or anything like that. And but the ones that do it here in the States, they have a, you know, pretty much a singular view straight out the window. I have 4 cameras. One looks out the window like everybody else, and then I have a camera on each window, passenger and driver side, looking out at an angle, kind of like mirrors. And they auto rotate. I don't do anything. I got everything set up on automation. I do chat with people that are in the live chat. Again, it's totally safe because I don't read the chats. I have a program on my tablet that reads the chats out loud to me, and I can just react to them. So, you know, I usually have a map showing where my route is, you know, what my route is that I'm taking and where I'm at on that route. So it's kind of fun. I enjoy it. I drive a lot at nights, so I usually get viewers from other countries. I've had Germany, UK, Canada, which is kind of weird because they're the same time zone I am. Australia, Spain. I think I had one from Brazil the other day. That was pretty cool. Again, weird because they're on the same time zone as basically I am. But yeah, it's fun having a conversation driving down the road, people asking questions, people conversing not only with me but with other people in the chat. And a lot of people are, they watch the other drivers as well that do this, and it's kind of a little community. Because of the live streams and everything, I finally got monetized. Winner. Making very little money. It'll probably take me 6 months to be able to even get paid out, but hey, is what it is. At least I'm monetized now. I can do other things, get a little ad income come in, and seek some partnerships and affiliations and everything, along with like truckparkingclub.com. So I was on my way. Where was I on my way to? I think I was on my way up to Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. And I was coming through Arkansas. And let me get to this real quick so I have the information. And I'm going to show some footage of this place that I was at and everything. And it was a decent place to park, Let's see. Here we go. It was in Blytheville, Arkansas. And I'll probably show, over here, over there, probably over here. Some pictures and stuff like that. So this is Blytheville, Arkansas truck and trailer parking right off I-55 and exit 63 is the title. Okay. There needs to be a correction there. It's not 63, it's 67. But there is one also off 63, so I think something just got mixed up. Let's see. The address of this place is 1401 East Main Street, Blytheville, Arkansas. About this space. Okay. 24-hour access paved parking with lights. No lights. Well, there was lights there, but there was no overhead lights. I'll get into that a little bit more. This is conveniently located right off I-55, exit 63, 67. Between the Sitco and the Phillips 66, both are open 24/7. Looking at the aerial photo, blah, blah, blah. Restaurants close by, 24-hour anytime fitness, gyms all around, walking distance, Uber, Lyft services available. No restrooms yet on site, but both convenience stores are open 24/7. This location has all, and we are planning to add showers, restrooms, and a driver's lounge soon. I did see that there was construction going on at this place. So the amenities here. Let's see, 24-hour, 7 access, double stack bobtails allowed, lights, pavement, asphalt, concrete, yeah. Food, restaurants, and area, yeah. Uber, Lyft, and taxis. I didn't use them, but I'm sure they're there. Blytheville's fairly big. Hotels and areas, 2 of them within walking distance of this place. Quick walking distance. Oversize allowed, monthly assigned spaces available, which is true because when I was there was probably about 15 drop trailers from the same company. They do allow repairs on site, no fluid dumps, of course. Gravel and milling, yes, because there's construction going on, the roads, the entrance had some like cuts through it to run utilities. That was, truck stops in the area. Yes, there's a truck stop just right on the other side of the freeway. And personal cars are allowed. So if you drive at night or during the day and you park your car there, and there you go. So what was parking like here? It was good, I got there about 1:30 in the morning. And of course this place is supposed to have it has a huge amount of spaces, probably 48 or so, plus. I'm gonna say plus. Used to be an old flea market, building's still there, parking lot's there, and basically you're parking in the parking lot. And again, aerial photos and everything because I did some drone footage. But I was the only one there. There was another guy parked in the driveway going into it, flatbedder. Don't ask me why. He could have parked back there. And as I said, there was 10 to 12 trailers dropped there. Not secured at this time, but it looked like they were prepping to have that secured. Entrance was okay, at the store. Like I said, 2 stores 500 feet from where I parked. Overall, besides having a couple of misprints and the lighting situation, it was dark. It was really dark. And the lights that they had there were the little solar power garden lights, and there was 2 of them, and they were just where the concrete stubs for the parking lot lights were there. The lights weren't there, the poles weren't there, but the concrete stubs coming out of the ground were still there, and they had the lights on there so you wouldn't run into them because it was dark. I had to turn my high beams on and went very slow through the parking lot so I could turn around, back up into a spot. Spots are not clearly marked, but there's enough room where you can get your trailer turned around with no problem and get straightened up, back up to the edge of the pavement, and you're good. Like I said, I was the only truck there. It'll be a good place to park. I will remember it, but truckparkingclub.com has over 1,600 locations now. Let me double check. I want to be sure. Let's see, 1,734 locations as the time of this filming. 56 places were added just this week. So, I mean, hey, look, that's a lot of spots. Ooh, hey, real glare. And then I signed up with them to be an affiliate probably a month ago, and they were 1,374 then, so they've added a lot of spots in a month. And basically, I'm sure you guys have seen the commercials saying it's, the Airbnb of truck parking, and it really is, and it's simple. This is actually the first time I've ever used them, and after you get set up and everything, it's easy. So if you guys want to try them out and you haven't used them before, download the app. Easy to do. It's It's in Google Play, the Apple Store. Download the app, sign up for it, and use my code 51logistics. All lowercase, all one word, numbers and everything scrunched together. And you'll get $25 off your first day. Most places are anywhere from $10 to $40, depending on location. You know, Chicago, it's expensive. This place was $15, I think. I don't want to lie to you. Get back to it. Memphis, Blytheville. Let's see. Yep, $15 a night. That's cheaper than most pilots. Definitely cheaper than TAs and Petros that are going to all paid parking now. Love's is still the only place that doesn't charge you for parking. But then again, if you've parked in the Love's in the last year, there is 75 to 80 trucks parking where they shouldn't park because there's no parking spots. And then they just stack up in there. I was in one the other day that was ungodly to get through. Ungodly. I mean, there is New Boston, Texas. Just getting out of the parking spot, I couldn't turn right. I had to go left. So I was like, all right, I got to get fuel for the trailer. Got fuel for the trailer, then went around, and they're like quadruple stacked on the curbs. Barely enough room to get your truck through to exit the location. They double stack on the ends. Bonus parking all over the place. And then there was a wrecker trying to back in a trailer, and I got stuck there for like 30 minutes waiting for this wrecker to get a truck and trailer backed in close enough to the shop. He never made it. He had to go all the way around again. But anyways, you know, that's a whole nother subject that I can start getting into, but I don't want to at this point. Because it's just, yeah, drivers need to start planning better. That's all I have to say. I mean, it's one reason I drive at night, so by the time I'm ready to end for the day, people are on the road and there's parking spots. And it's easier to get showers and everything like that. So, but yeah, pick up tonight. I think my drop dead time is like 3:24 tomorrow morning. Hopefully they're done before then. Who knows? But then back down to Fort Worth. That'll get me there by, well, if I leave out tonight at 3, I should be there Monday, which will actually be a day early. But I will have to be fighting some of these storms that are going through the country right now. So, and I fought them on the way up here. The first round. This is the second round. I'm not sure if there's a third round coming in yet. I need to watch Ryan Hall, y'all, and see what he says is going to be happening the next day. Because if you guys don't watch Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube, probably one of the best meteorologists that I've seen. He's very accurate. Let's just say that. And if there's storms going on, you know, he live streams and goes over warnings and watches and tornadoes. He has a huge network of people out there chasing and everything. And he does a lot of good for where there's incidences of tornadoes and this, that. He's given away hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars donated to people that have been just devastated. So, good guy. Watch him. Not much else going on, guys. It's one reason I haven't been doing videos, because I can't really talk about anything that doesn't happen. Everything's been going smooth. I do like to give you guys updates. I've been doing excuse me, I got sick about a month and a half ago. I still got a little cough off of it. Not as bad as it was. That was another reason I didn't do any videos. I couldn't talk more than 3 words without coughing my head off. I've been taking some videos on dash cams of just stupid people. Plan on doing some shorts with those. Probably put those out when I put this one out and everything, because again, guys, trust me, I want to do videos so I can promote myself more and help you guys out. And I'm probably going to start doing some other segments, on news stories and stuff like that, because I was reading some news stories today. One of them was the FMCA asking for regulations to be dropped in the coming months. What regulations could be dropped off DOT regulations. And there's, I think, a 7-point criteria that has to kind of be made on why these need to be dropped and what the reason is, as long as it doesn't affect the public safety too much. And I understand what they're doing. I mean, they're doing what the new administration asked them to do with an executive order, is to get rid of 10 regulations. And they want to do that, but they want the input of the drivers, which is a good thing, on what those regulations should be and why. I'll find the article again. I'll link it down in my description. Take a look at it. And if you guys, come up with something, give them your comments, I think they have it till like May 5th or something like that. So, we've got a month to put stuff out there. I plan on doing it. I gotta think about what the regulations and the criteria will fit. But, so I think I'm gonna start doing some stuff on like that, news stories. Might take a little bit more research for me, but you know what, hey, I drive and I've got a little bit of time. It's, not like I'm training, and, I did ask about training here. I could do it. You guys know that. I've trained before, and I just don't think I'm wanting to at this point. It's decent money, but I don't ever do it for the money. I do it to teach other people, how to be better drivers and how to come into this field. Because if you got to be trained, you don't have the experience for Tyson. So, and it's 6 weeks, it's not terrible. I was training people in 5 weeks at Wilson. And then they went on to another training portion that I wasn't involved with. So, but yeah, I thought about it. It's there, they still have to do their thing, make sure, I'm good to go for it. And again, I let them know, thinking about it. It's not an absolute certainty that I'll do it, but I'd like to get all the all the boxes checked. So if I ever go, yeah, you know what, let's do this thing, then we'll do it. I've had a couple people go to Wilson just recently. Well, one just put an application in, so and you know, it's, you know, I still promote Wilson for getting your license. So, you know, all my information will be down in the description on that, and thus forth. And if you're interested in coming to Tyson, man, all that info is below too. But that's pretty much it, guys. Where am I at? Oh, 30 minutes. I think it's time to go. But yeah, I appreciate it, you guys. You guys interested in truckingclub.com, truckparkingclub.com. I'll get it right one day. I swear to goodness. Use my referral code. Get a free stay. If anything, just check it out. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. App's free. Your stay will be free. Just check it out. But as always, guys, be safe out there. Watch the weather. Crazy springtime. Thank goodness winter's over, right? And as always, remember, you know, do not get overly confident out there. Always be overly cautious. Just because you do something a million times and you think it's not a big deal, all it takes is one time for a FUBU. But yeah, appreciate you guys. I'll see you down the road. Adam out.